All right, welcome back to Idiots in Cars, everybody's favorite sub. We begin with number 19. Any closer and this video would have been on a different sub. Okay, Amazon truck, big truck the other way. So far, so good. No issues. He doesn't see him crossing the street, does he? That's, oh God, that's too close for comfort right there. How could you be any more obvious as a pedestrian than she is? She is a bright red shirt, basically just like carrying a flag. Like, hey, I'm here. I'm a pedestrian. You see me, right? And the truck was like, the only thing I have to look out for on the roads is cars, right? Like, people don't walk places. Why would you walk when you could drive instead? That's just silly. There's no pedestrians. Those are a myth. They don't exist. I'm gonna left turn now. Attempted hit and run. All right. Oh, yeah, just straight through the red. Incredible recovery. I don't like complimenting the person doing the hit and run, but incredible recovery, and they don't notice the police, do they? Oh, that's kind of satisfying. Like, they had to have noticed the cop, right? And then they keep going. They're like, oh, he must not have seen anything, right? Like, the damage is on the other side of the car. He doesn't see my dangling bumper. He probably just thinks, you know, maybe I overcooked it into the corner. Still very impressive recovery. Like, he's not gonna notice anything. Oh, he noticed. Oh God, now I'm in more trouble than I would have been before. This hasn't turned out well. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to run. That might have been a terrible mistake. Yeah, but I hate the fact that this is like a solid recovery here. Poor person in the Mini Cooper, like they got a green light and then this happens. Frick, dude. Well, at least convenient cop. To be young and in love on the feeder road. Wait, no, wait. Well, oh, I thought it was gonna be, I thought it, when they were saying to be young and in love, my head went into a different place. And so I was expecting like a head to kind of like maybe disappear. I mean, what? I have no idea. I'm innocent. I have no idea why would I think that? You know, maybe if you're gonna go for affection, you should keep your foot like on the brake. It's generally a good idea if you're just at a stoplight. Just keep your foot on the brake, then the car will stay in place, and it's pretty easy to do that instead of just letting it roll forward. Like, you need to be doing nothing right now. Just stay still. It's really not that hard, but all right. Oops. Good thing that you have the camera facing. Does he do it again? Oh, is it? Oh, this is just a close-up. So that we can see the reaction. I thought they did it again. It's gonna be like, there's no way they did it once, and then they're like, let's go for another kiss. And then she lets her foot off the brake again. Oh, man. I was like, what's a feeder road? Must be, is that an off-ramp? I've never heard the term feeder road, but this is the, Oh, they're leaving. Oh, they're just gonna go. Nice. Well, you know, on the plus side, they had a front plate on their car, so you got lucky there. This guy lives in the same complex as me. I watched him drive on the freshly painted line from the truck in front of him for 2 miles. You're frick, dude. That's really funny, though. How do you not notice the truck doing the painting? And then not only do you not apparently notice the truck doing the painting, but you're just driving on the line that it's painting. Were you trying to grief? Were you upset that the truck was going slowly, doing the painting, and you were like, how dare he, I'm gonna frick up his freshly painted line, when lo and behold, you were playing yourself. I'm trying to figure out, like, was it just being oblivious, or was it being mad? And either way, it didn't work out. But why would you drive on the line for an extended period of time? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, I can understand a momentary lapse, but not ongoing. Well, it's gonna be a costly fix if you decide to do it. My fiance is the idiot. All right. We vrooming. Oh, there goes the traction. I mean, it's like, Hey, it could have been way worse. You didn't, I was gonna say you could have gone off the road. It looks like you, maybe slightly, maybe back tires off the road, but could have been way worse. How fast, like, does it say, oh, it does say, according to the dash cam GPS, you're going about 80. Yeah, it's probably a little bit too quick for the condition there. I was gonna be like, I mean, that could happen even at slower speeds, but yeah, you're going about 80, so you're going a little too fast for conditions there, but could have been a lot worse, could have ended up in a tree, could have hit other cars, all things considered. Hopefully a solid warning to not go that quickly again. But I mean, dude, people are crazy. When it's pouring rain, there is always somebody who is like, all right, you guys are too slow, my time to vroom. There's always someone who's going like 80 miles an hour when it's an absolute downpour, and I've never seen them wipe out, but it is a possibility. Excuse me, I just...
So, yeah, he was arrested like right after we finished filming, and, you know what, good riddance.
A whole truck rolls coal on two cyclists. Pickup got stuck behind two cyclists and decided to get back at them for having the audacity to use the same road by blasting by them with diesel smoke. Wait, how, like, did he... It's a two-lane road. I'm, like, really confused. How did you even get stuck behind... It's a two-lane road. And they're in fairly single file. Like, it's a hill, so it's hard to keep it just completely straight on, but they're pretty single file, and you got two lanes there. I've seen my fair share of bikes that, like, on purpose just occupy... I've seen a bike before going down a hill who has gone to the double yellow making turns with cars behind him, and I'm like, okay, man, we don't need to do that. We really don't need to be doing that. But this is not one of those situations. Like, there's distinctions to be made here, and they seem to be doing just fine, and it's a two-lane road, and I'm talking like single lane, the bike just cut into the double yellow and going, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Anyway, what? Sorry. Not a big rolling coal fan. Maybe that's a controversial thing to say, but no. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way. Bye. Okay. So he's just gonna do a pull out into the next, yeah. Just the sick right turn into the left lane. Because, you know, I'm gonna be going fast, so I gotta go into the second lane, because you see, I'm too fast for this lane over here. I gotta just fully turn into there. But you see, it takes me a moment to pick up speed, so I'm gonna be a little slow, so you're gonna have to just make way, but then I'll accelerate in a little bit when I feel like it, after I shove you off the road. So, I mean... Well, it looked like you managed to avoid the little, like, reflector things. Like, well done there. Good thing you had a bigger truck so that you could make it off of that, like, curb into the construction area without big damage to your car. And I'm sure he just kept on going about his business. Like, all right, you know, just standard turn for me. Yeah, it seemed to go about as well as always. It seems like whenever I do right turns, people just end up, they go off the side of the road. It's really weird. I don't know what it is. Why are bad drivers always simply appearing around me whenever I make right turns? I can't understand. Guy flashes bright flashlight at all vehicles and has done it to me at least 6 separate times from the front and back in the past couple weeks. This guy drives slow in the right lane, and then when people pass me, flashes up. Okay. At least he's not doing like a laser pointer or something like that, because, bro, I had a guy like a few weeks ago on the freeway. I'm in the 2-lane, going like 70 or so, right, with the flow of traffic. I'm in the 2-lane. He comes up behind me and he starts flashing brights periodically, and I'm like, I'm in the 2-lane. I'm going with the, if you want to pass, that's why I'm not in the 1 lane. And he's like flashing his brights. Oh God. I'm like, what? I'm not gonna do anything because people are crazy and they'll just shoot you. It's a very realistic thing to happen these days. But what are you doing? If you want to go 100, that's fine. Go in the other lane. That's what it's there for. Holy frick. It's the passing lane for passing. Why are you flashing me? Jesus. So, anyway, he also then I saw him proceed to do it to other cars. He just was in a flashing his lights kind of moment, I suppose, or something. This guy, though, he's like, flashlight. Maybe he couldn't figure out where to turn his brights on, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna get a flashlight and do that instead. Well, this guy's a different story, driving slowly instead of driving quickly. What a guy. What a guy. Let's hope he doesn't graduate to the laser pointer, because that would be quite obnoxious. Dude, some people are really, like, it's so weird. There's people who get aggressive because, you know, they want to go quicker, even though they have plenty of room to go around. And then there are people who, like, get aggressive that they're going slowly, but other people might want to actually, like, go the speed limit. Car renter hits pole, says it's not his fault. All right. Oh, so the dash cam is in the rental car, I presume. All right, he vrooming, he moving, he going a little faster than the flow of traffic, and oh yeah, he weaving. Oh my God, why? A bad driver never misses their exit. Man, just think. If you'd gone slower, you would have made the exit. You wouldn't have had to go off-roading, and you wouldn't hit the pole. But I know why it's not his fault, because he didn't put the pole there. Somebody else put the pole there. And so if the other person hadn't put the pole there, he wouldn't have run into it. So that's why it's not his fault, because somebody else did that. It really does make sense at the end of the day if you just ignore all logic. Idiot in 34-ton cement truck on 4-ton wooden bridge. It's not gone very well now. Yeah, it's like the freaking bridge from Top Gear or something. Or was it the Grand Tour? I don't remember. One of the Top Gear, I've probably done it multiple times in Top Gear in the Grand Tour of having to go over super sketchy bridges and, you know, wooden little raft ferries and stuff like that. He's just like, yeah, you know, I saw him do this on Top Gear, right? They did it in probably a 3,000-pound car. Surely my 10x that or more. Is it 34 tons? They weigh 34 tons? Holy frick! I didn't realize it was that heavy. But you know, frickin' cement is heavy. Hopefully the driver's okay, because it seemed to have gone like. I can't wait. Actually, is that the front or is that the front? I was thinking if that's the front of the car. That's probably the front. Actually, this driver's probably okay. Yeah. It looks like he kind of, it didn't, oh yeah, because it makes sense. It would collapse. The heavy part would be the back with all the cement and stuff. So driver's probably okay. I was thinking that'd be a bad place to get stuck. In the water, yeah. Elderly driver ran a red light, nearly T-boning me, hit the driver next to me going close to 40 miles an hour. Okay, it's gonna turn green, and you're gonna be like, all right, we're good to go, because it's a green light. I hate the fact that after watching videos here on the nice reflexes, man, that was a good stop. Obviously you caught it out of the peripherals, you don't have that here, but still, like, good catch. I'm in a bad habit of when the light turns green, I don't really like check as much as I should to see if somebody is just gonna blow the red light in the other direction. I really should check, but it's a habit I haven't really been able to adopt. And then every time I watch videos here, I'm just like, frick, I need to think about this more, because one day it's gonna, especially if I'm in the mono, it's gonna get me killed. That was a sick catch though on your end. I was really, yeah, you had, and then stop. I'm actually, wait, no, I jumped the gun. I didn't go to the right part of the video, and that was a good stop. I'm impressed. Today in Arlington, they're just like, God dang it. We worked really hard on getting the concrete to be nice and even, and now we have to redo everything. Gotta redo all of it. Oh, you idiots. I'm not entirely sure how you, like, miss all the workers and the bright vests and the orange cones, and you just go, yeah, I can make a left turn here. Why is nobody else doing it? Doesn't make any sense to me. Rip. Yeah, you're gonna need to get towed out of there. You're not getting out any other way. Sorry, buddy. Me, idiot, hydroplaning. I swear, dude, it's always people, like, when it comes to hydroplaning, it's always people self-reporting themselves on this subreddit. They're like, oh man, look at me, I hydroplaned. I'm an idiot. You know, I was scared shortlist because I stopped the awful singing. Shout out to Bo Burnham. Well, can't listen. Oh, Yeah. Oh, you could have. Oh, dude. Come on. You were counter steer throttle. You could have drifted that corner, bro. Come on, you had it. Then counter steer throttle. Come on. Ah, it's okay. I'm not terribly good at it. I overcook when I do the drift circle at Porsche Experience Center. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but man, it could have been sick though. It could have been sick. You know, I just want, you know, in counter steer, throttle. Oh no. Although I guess it also depends if it's front wheel drive car, it's not gonna work as well that way. But anywho, I mean, it didn't even look like you were going that fast, to be fair. It's like, I don't think it's that much of an idiot mistake. It can happen. I don't know. At least you didn't hit anyone or something. Abandoned car in the middle of the road. Is someone just like, they're just like, oh, my car stalled. All right, gonna just stop here. I actually, bro, like, I swear there was a little stretch of, oh my God. Oh, dude, it was definitely a thing where the person in front, like, swerved out of the way, and then they, I had a little stretch where I swear I encountered over, like, a 2-day period, 3 cars just dead stopped in the center of the road. Now, traffic had already been caused, right? But they were, like, just middle lane of the highway, stopped, chilling in their car, and I'm like, did you not have an opportunity to get over? Like, they didn't get into an accident. It was just like disabled vehicle, stalled or something like that. They're just there. And it was just a 3-day stretch where I saw it like several times. And now it hasn't happened since. Really weird. But anyway, I have such a fear of this happening at like high speed where you're just following another car. Maybe it's a big truck. You can't see around them. And then, like, they, at the very last second, swerve out of the way, right? And then the car in front of them is dead stopped, and you're like, oh, cool, you fricked me. That's great, you know? And it's like, even if you're at a reasonable distance from them, they swerve at the last second, and it's just dead stopped. You're like, oh, okay. Well, that's the equivalent of, like, that you can't even use normal stopping distance to account, because normal stopping distance accounts for the car in front of you still traveling as they're braking. This is just, oh, it's a wall. Cool. And that, it's a scary thing. Bruised this dude's soft little ego, apparently. All right, what have we got here? We zooming. Okay, we hitting the red light. Oh, it just turned green. All right, you got a nice. I always love that, dude. When the convenient, it turns green right before you actually have to stop. You can kind of just coast on through. It is a 2-lane road. Like, you didn't do a left turn lane kind of zoom, which, God, I hate it. Just people do that. And it's just like, oh, you're pretty cool, dude. You're pretty cool with your little left lane vroom. Or left turn lane, I should say. What is he doing? Why is he? What? Okay. How dare you go quicker than me in a lane that was next to my lane? I'll have you know I can vroom quickly. Wait, he's gonna do the left turn lane thing. It's really funny, actually. Yeah, you're gonna go in the left lane. You're gonna be quicker than me because you had more momentum and you didn't have to stop going in a stoplight. Yeah. Well, I'll go into the left turn lane and zoom back in. Almost gets into a crash. Okay, sick plays. Sick super duper plays. Bro, dude, just. Oh my God. Let me tell you. Oh, this is an anecdote, and it's hopefully doesn't go too long. Let me tell you about Suicide Prius. Holy frick! I'm driving the other weekend. Group of 4 BAC monos. I'm a friend is a couple cars ahead of me. I'm like third in the line, and he gets up close to Prius on the fun road area, and I couldn't see because it was too far ahead of me. But he tells me later why he like slows down a bunch is I guess the Prius just after we approach starts hammering it, and hammering it for a Prius, we should say. And I guess the first corner after we approach him, he just overcooks it, understeers into the opposing lane. And at that point, my friend's just like, okay, I'm gonna back off. Now, of course, Suicide Prius does not pull over at all. It takes miles and miles down the road until there's actually a passing lane. We get to the passing lane area, And Suicide Prius stays left lane, hammers it. Like, he does not want us to go by him. He, like, as much as a Prius can hammer it. And, oh my God, dude. I've never, like, I've seen some bad drivers in Prii before. Usually they're on the slower side, though. This guy, I'm just, he's pushing hard, and he genuinely did not want us to go by him. And I don't know if it was just he's trying to zoom, or if he's just trying to, like, I don't know, be the keeper of the pace. I don't know. But anyway, it just reminds me of this because there was clearly some ego involved there, and it was just really bizarre. Accident of the month. All right, is this like they have the soup of the day in restaurants? This is the accident of the month. Okay, no accident yet. I can't tell, is that just like a bad lane change, or is he road raging on you? Now you're following. Okay, I can't tell if the camera car is road raging on the other guy. You're trying to get by. I got it. Is he not wanting? Okay. Oh God. Ooh. Could have been worse. Could have been a little further back on the truck, and it would have. Yeah, you're both not good. You're both not good. Like, yeah, you're just both not good. Neither of you. Also, I can't tell. Is this okay? It's a country where you drive on the left side. So you were doing a slow lane pass as he was trying to. He was trying to get out of the way for you, but I see you're going around like the motorbikes and stuff. Yeah, you're both not great. And yeah, you're both not great. That was a bad one. She borrowed my friend's Tesla. Still thinks she did nothing wrong. All right, presumably recorded dash cam from the Tesla itself. Cool. And, all right, what do we, oh, it's a red light. Oh, it's just red light. Cool. I mean, it turned green at the very last second, but you were just not braking for the red light at all. Yeah, that's a red light. It's red light. Car's going through the red light. She's gonna be like, well, it turned green. You're like, yeah, your reaction, your reflexes are incredible. They were actually like in advance of you knowing the light was gonna turn green. That's very impressive that you're psychic and you are the light whisperer. It is kind of incredible how Teslas have like sort of replaced BMWs for their part on the road. They really have, at least in the LA area. Teenager backs into me and flees, subsequently learns about the existence of dash cams. All right. Oh, no. Oh, you just see it's gonna happen in slow motion. You're like, oh, frick. Oh, and then they vroom in. And then they zoom in. Everybody else, like, school just got out. All the other kids are like, what the heck? Did he just run? Sick pink Miata, bro. Let's go. That's a bummer. I'd be kind of annoyed. Like, they're smiling and like laughing. I'm just like, why are you smiling and laughing? I just got hit. Can't you have some empathy, dude? Why are you all like smiling? This sucks. Frick. Well, I'm like, when you say subsequently, do we have like a police report in the future or something like that? Well, whatever. At least you got a license plate, so. They're also going to be back tomorrow, presumably to go to school, so it's not actually going to be a hard thing to track down. Entitled Tesla driver refuses to back up to allow truck to complete turn, willfully blocking traffic for over 30 minutes. Really, just not gonna... no, I'm on my side of the road. You expect me to move? I have the right of way. Also, why wouldn't they, like, they could even just reverse like 5 feet and then go around into the grass if they wanted to just be, you know, not inconvenienced themselves. Why do you want to wait yourself? You could avoid this situation. Do you not know how to actually like switch into reverse in your car? Are you scared of reversing? The person behind you is giving you a lot of space to make this happen. Alternatively, it could be a made up title. And maybe like a crash happened or something like that, and they're, you know, keeping the cars in place for the police report or something. You never know for sure, but if the title's accurate, then I don't know, man. Oh, God. Thanks for watching the last month of Idiots in Cars. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.